ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Cousins now to throw on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. Amir Abdullah deep from Minnesota. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, here's Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You
got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Boy, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift, and he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's brought down.
Play action. It's gone. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Lions 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Bill Harris.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play on third down for the Lions. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Lions 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But dropped it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Cook following the penalty. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, we're good.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Lions.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
A gain of 40 yards. And the Lions
first down, and they go with Swift again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running is Swift. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put. That he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This from 44 yards away. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Flushed out right. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And all the way down to the 29. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
2nd and 10 at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Joseph's got it. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the...
They run. Cook. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. First down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Romeo Okwara in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
The kick is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Cousins eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Romeo Okwara has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. He is going to find Hill here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On fourth down, Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They start the drive with Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Cousins to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And Charles, I think when the schedule